Anti-THAAD slogans and banners are everywhere in central Seongju County. After the THAAD announcement, Seongju County has founded an anti-THAAD assembly to conduct all sorts of activities including parades, candlelight gatherings, and signature petitions. Bai Ta-soon is one of the leaders of the assembly. He said that Seongju is not among deployment candidate districts. Yet still, the government chose Seongju without legal or administrative procedures.
The government announced the THAAD deployment unilaterally and without any administrative procedure. They are bypassing local administration. We local residents cannot understand this. We believe that THAAD deployment is invalid.
For residents in Seongju, to live in a peaceful and prosperous life is far more important than the THAAD system. However, the South Korean government and army have tightened security around the chosen deployment district, with several sentry posts established along transport routes. Local residents believe that this would inevitably disturb their daily life.
We are shocked by the sudden decision of the THAAD deployment. The residents living here will be the ones that bear the loss. The impact on our crops and farmland will mess up our daily life. We cannot allow this to happen. Absolutely no to THAAD. The deployment of THAAD will be literally at my doorstep, and we will be living right under it. We are all farmers, and the deployment of THAAD will make our life harder than it is. All of us are against it.
By now, the deployment of THAAD has already brought some negative effect to the region. Over 70% of South Korea's musk melons are produced in Seongju County, and more than half of the local residents make their living on growing muskmelons. Yet, according to local farmer Shun Ding-gun, the price of muskmelon has already dropped over 30% this year, and no one knows how much damage will the THAAD deployment do to the melon market.
We just wanted to keep our tradition, and the deployment will have a bigger impact on our next generations, not to mention its destructive influence on the melon industry.
According to Bai Ta-soon, other businesses in Seongju have also recorded downturns. The real estate sector, for example, has suffered some serious economic losses after the announcement of THAAD deployment.
After the announcement of the THAAD system, our real estate contractors terminated cooperation even though they would lose the earnest deposit. The economy in Seongju County is facing serious challenges.
Although the deployment has brought huge waves of controversy and opposition within and outside of South Korea, the government is still sticking to their plans. South Korean President Park Geun-hye stated on Tuesday that the government will not change its stance on the THAAD deployment. Meanwhile, the anti-THAAD assembly in Seongju has voiced its persistence on opposing the deployment for the sake of their offsprings.